Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is day 25th of the August Leetcode Daily Challenge. Hit the like button and the subscribe button. Join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this problem, other problems, whatever you like to do. And I usually solve these live, so if it's a little bit slow, just skip ahead, fast forward, whatever you need to do. Okay, let's see. Given non-negative integer c, decide whether the two integers a and b such that a squared plus b squared equals c. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's see. So c is to the 31st minus 1, so you can't do anything naive. I think the way to do it is that you only have to check squares up to the square root of it. So for example, you have, let's just say, so we have a times a plus b times b is equal to c, right? And that's just without loss of generality, you can assume that a is less than b. That means that the most a is equal to b. I guess this is a I don't know. Did it say unique? Okay, yeah, I guess if c equals 2 is true, then that's the case. Huh? What does this mean? Is it 0? Two integers. I guess 0 is okay. So 1 is okay. So yeah, so in any case, my point is that it's going to be less than equal to. And if a is equal to b, then that means that you have 2 times a is equal to c, so then you can do a square root. So it only goes up to here, right? Because there's no other gaps in between. So you just basically iterate to 2 to the square root of c, which is 2 to the 16th, well, obviously, or 15 times whatever, which is, what is that? Square root of 2 billion? Don't know. Like 50 something. So yeah. So anyway, that'll be fast enough is my point. Math is hard. 2 to the 10 is 1,000. 2 to the 5th is 32, right? So 32,000, a little bit more, or times whatever. Okay, so yeah, so that's gonna be good. So we just go 4. So you can maybe you could write a for loop and prove it more tightly, but I'm just gonna write a while loop. So while 2 times a is less than c, because this is what we talked about, right? So while this is true, let's start with 0. B is equal to, or a temp of b is equal to c minus a times a, the square root of this, right? Because b times b is equal to this, which we know, so then b is equal to the square root of this. Oops. Square root is a function, right? In Python? Maybe I'm thinking about a language. I feel like it should be a function though. Okay, and then now b might not be an integer, so we just do something like if int of b is equal to plus a times I know that I'm writing it in a weird way, then we return true. Otherwise, we tried all possibility and we can return false. I'm writing this a little bit awkwardly for sure. 3, 4. Okay, so it's a. Oh, I guess the one thing you should do to make it not infinite loop is to increment it. I've been forgetting about that lately. Sorry, excuse me about the coughing. That looks good. And just to kind of play around with, though this isn't technically the max, because the max is 2 times, which is slightly bigger, but just to kind of see the timing, and this looks fast enough, so that's okay. It seems like everything is true. Is there like some, I don't know enough about the literature to know if like is this one of those silly like everything is true problem? Because that would be funny. Like everything is the sum of 2 squares minus some small numbers. I don't know. Okay, by the way, this should work, or well, we'll see. So let's give it a submit. Because as usual, it depends on the number of test cases they have, so it's a little bit tricky. yeah, so what is the complexity of this? Well, for C, we go up to the square root of A, and of course, however, if you're talking about complexity, then the input size is what matters and not C technically. So you have square root of A, but the number of bits in C is log C. So that means that you have log C, the square root of log C, which, well, the square root is just half the bits, right? So that means that it's still going to be 2 to the n, roughly speaking, is this size, is this complexity. So sometimes if you talk about, like, if you see people about factoring and why, why it's an exponential thing, this is why it's a 2 to the n algorithm as a result, because the n here is the number of bits. Anyway, yeah, and in terms of space, it's just, I guess, in that same context, it's linear because A just has the same number of bits as C. Okay, that's all I have for this one. Let me know what you think. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Have a great week. It's Wednesday, yay! And to good mental health. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. I don't know how to click the stop button. Anyway, now I'll see you later. Bye-bye.